If you have just clicked on the thumbnail and are watching this video, then let me tell you, you do not need to get afraid of the thumbnail. I'm not going to demotivate you out of your internships or jobs that you must have been doing, right? But I believe as a youth, it's incumbent upon me to make you aware of some do's and don'ts of an internship so that you best utilize your time and you add up to your experiences that is quite relevant to your aims and objectives. But often at times, internships, especially in corporates, have become more of an exploitation than learning. Often at times, we see corporates terming interns as underqualified for that role and often tempt you with tantalizing job titles and indulge you in a menial set of jobs like spreadsheet, Excel sheet, data operation, and so many menial kind of job that is actually not suited to your profile. And you feel drained out of your internship. You feel that you're not learning, you're contributing, or you're being underpaid or undercompensated for that work that you're doing. And if any of them is happening to you right now, if you're often tempted with internships or big corporates, big organizations, and often feel drained and often feel that you're not being paid or you're being undercompensated for the work that you're doing, then this video is definitely going to be helpful for you. So please watch this video till the end. So as we know that the organizational setup of corporates have been like that for years. We know that it will take so long for those setup to change. But what we can change right now is our choices of interning with them. What we can change right now is our negotiations with them. What we can change is our mindset, our aims, objectives. We may become a little picky, but how to do that? Because we are often tempted towards a letter of recommendations, certificates. We are often tempted towards furnishing our resumes. But tell me one thing. Even if you furnish your resumes with so many profiles, with so many interns roles of so many things, but if any of those internships do not add value to what your aims and objectives actually are, what then is the requirement of all of these kind of internships that you've done? So a very important point to note here is actually, firstly, understand what exactly your aims and objectives are and work accordingly. You need to figure out what exactly do you want from that internship. You need to figure out what exactly do you want from yourself as well. I mean, where do you want to see yourself 10 years, 20 years down the line, and accordingly choose the set of internships for you. Maybe the corporate-based internship might not be for you. Maybe if you're interested in journalism, choose some internships in that area. Maybe if you're interested in, let's say, managing things, and choose internship in that area. If you're interested in event management, choose the internship in that area. There's so many internships available, but you need to be a little picky. I know it's quite tempting, but especially when the competition is quite high, I see even the unpaid internships having thousands of applications. And this definitely gives a leeway to organizations to exploit interns. So becoming choosy means clear no to unpaid internships. And even if you do some unpaid internship, make sure that the learning is far more to compensate that remuneration that you're not receiving. Okay. So first and foremost thing, as I told you, that figuring out what exactly your aim and objective is from life. What exactly is something that you're passionate about, so that you do not feel drained when you do something that you are not actually interested in. But that is what most interns are doing nowadays. Interning with some organizations that are not in line with their long-term goals. Interning with some organization who treat them like a slave, and that in the long run is definitely going to hamper your mental as well as physical, as well as that success graph of yours. Because maybe for organizations, it's just a short period of time, maybe 2-3 months or 4 months of your contributions in those organizations. But for you, let me tell you, those 2-3 months are going to be so crucial, because we all are students, right? And even an hour or a day of our time means a lot. And if we are giving 2-3 months to an organization, we definitely expect something in return that is going to add value to the work that we'll be doing in lifetime. So be wise enough, be choosy enough while you're picking internships for any duration, be it a short or long duration. Choose the internship wisely and value your time as well as of others. Now, second and most important thing is applying the two parties benefiting policy, okay? Because when you're interning with the organization, often at times organizations will undervalue you, because obviously we interns are students, we do not have much experience, but at least show your credibility, that you have enough credibility for the job that you're applying for. Share your ideas, share your vision. Do not just become an intern who will often be called as underqualified for that role, because we are not. Often at times we are termed as underqualified for that role. Often at times interns means someone having less experience and less expertise in that area. But let me tell you that we interns are talented, and it's organization's responsibility to harness that, to channelize that in a good way so that it further adds up to the credibility and efficacy of our own performances. So when you're working with the organization, check for these things: whether the organization is providing constructive feedback for your work, whether the organization really wants you to grow, okay? Whether the organization is really having that kind of setup that actually interacts with interns and organizes some kind of frequent feedback meetings, some kind of frequent meetings that actually allows you to check where you stand and how you can grow in that organization. And lastly, I believe that talk to some people who are experienced, talk to some people who are already working as professionals. Maybe find a mentor who will guide you what internship might be best for you, so that you do not feel drained. At the same time, it adds value to your profile, not only to your profile, but to your learning, to your zeal that you have of doing something that must be related to your passion. And for that, I believe, be more negotiating in nature. If you're being offered a stipend that you believe is too low, negotiate with them that the kind of work that you're asking me to do, the stipend is, I believe, too low in accordance with that. Be a little picky. I mean, if we only start saying no to some kind of undercompensated work or unpaid work, then only the companies or organizations or corporates will come up with better choices. Then only they'll understand that, okay, we can't exploit interns. Because at the time we understand that organizations or corporates are going to be exploitative in nature, we need to understand that we are not going to be exploited by them. That thing we need to understand. So it's time that so many organizations working out there for legalizing some kind of defined work as per the stipend provided, for legalizing some terms and conditions as interns or as jobs, need to come in mainstream and actually make us learn how to perform internship, how to negotiate, how to become a little picky when it comes to internships or jobs or anything. Because that is not only a matter of hours or days, that is a matter of months or years that we devote in something and get nothing out of it, but getting undercompensated or even drained and demotivated out of it. I know there has been a lot of competition, so many people have been applying for internship positions, only few get selected, but that, I believe, shouldn't let you be competitive and get into something that you're not actually interested in. Because that kind of zone of competition will actually lower your spirit so much that you may not be able to be competitive in areas that you're actually interested in, right? So choose wisely where actually you want to spend your energy, and choose wisely what are the organizations that you want to work with. Choose a mentor, apply two parties benefiting policy, check the organizational setup of the organization, talk to them about providing feedback to you. And when you do not see these things, when you're getting undercompensated, when you do not see a kind of feedback coming from them, when you do not see yourself growing in internship, when you do not see the organization's values aligned with the long-term goals, say no and quit. It's okay to quit an internship and find the other one. Find the one that is so much aligned with what you want in the long run. Do not get tempted by those tantalizing titles. It will not benefit you, but instead focus on learning, and focus on learning the things that you really want to learn. So I hope this video was useful, and in the last, I would just say that use your capabilities and do not let any damn organization, even if it's your dream organization, do not allow the organizations kill your creativity. Okay, so I hope this video was useful and will help you in your future internships or future jobs. And if you find this video useful, please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll be back with another video. Till then, bye bye and take care.